Hey everyone, it is the Mad King Paradox S bringing you another edition of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon video. Well, as a lot of people know, we just got a big haul of new Sun and Moon information. Well, we got, I believe it was 7 new Pokemon released today. So I have them right here, and I'm not going to do photos, even though if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't know how to edit photos because I'm techno-tarded. But even if I did, I wouldn't post these in my video, simply because I want you to go see them for yourself and have your own reaction. That's pretty much what I want you to do, because these, out of every Pokemon we've been seeing so far, deserve your own honest, this is my first time seeing it reaction. Those of you who have seen them know what I'm talking about. I will briefly describe them, but in essence, I would prefer you go see the actual photos yourselves and get your own reaction. But these are my thoughts on them, for those of you who give a shit. Alright. First off, we get to see, supposedly, the new legendary, or guardian, I don't know if it's a legendary, I'm assuming it is, it looks like one, for the island you start off on in the beginning of the opening. And it is Tapu Koko. That's the name. It is a very interesting looking Pokemon. I'm really liking it. It kind of reminds me of a boss from Mega Man. You know, I'm getting that vibe from it. And it's an electric fairy type. And it has an ability called Elect Maker, which automatically changes the terrain into electric terrain. So I can see that going along with not only electric-themed Pokemon, but with this listing of Pokemon in general. You'll see what I mean in a second. It is electric and fairy, Elect Maker, and what it does is, there's the main body, then it has like 2 arm shield things going on, but when it comes together, it looks like a bird's head. And my original thought with this is, well, in X and Y, you got a totem pole for like a hidden item type thing, teasing this region. So, what if the Guardian Pokemon, seeing as if you don't believe that Xerneas and Yveltal are 2 of the Guardian Pokemon for 2 of the islands, seeing as how Zygarde's playing a big part, what if the 4 Guardian Pokemon each form a different section of the totem pole with, it's gonna take me a while to get used to that name, Tapu Koko, with Tapu Koko being the head, and then the other 3 being the other parts. I can really see them doing that, because that's the vibe I'm getting from it. And we see it come down during the opening ceremony with the battle at the beginning of the game. So, that was interesting. Now for the others. Which one do I want to start with? I know exactly who I want to do next. Where is it? Alright, here we go. The next one we've seen is Chargebug. And my first thought was, this thing looks like a beetle that you would get straight out of Pikmin. That's exactly what it looks like. It is just a green block with like van window for eyes, and it's just a bug that crawls on the ground. Like I said, it looks like something they just picked straight out of Pikmin and just thrown into Pokemon. And I was looking at it, and I was just like, what is this? What? It looks really weird. What is going on here? Then I find out it's Bug and Electric, which is really interesting because the last Bug and Electric we had was Galvantula, and a lot of people really like using that. But then we got to see its evolution, which is amazing. I love its evolution. And its evolution is called Vikavolt. And it is also a Bug Electric type. And this thing just looks like a beast. I mean, I'm looking at the photo right here, and I can see this being something that, if the stats are good and it has a good ability, could be seen in competitive play. I mean, it looks like it. I mean, it may just be the final evolution to that bug we got a little ways back. Hold on, I'm going to see that real quick. What was the name of that bug? Man, it's been a while since they've updated. Man, it's been a while. And I'm not going back to refreshing the page. I'm not going to lose this. But yeah, the bug we got in the last update looks like the pre-evolution, the Charjabug. So I'm assuming that's its full evolutionary line, which means it's just a starter bug Pokemon. But being bug electric, I mean, that can open up some possibilities, no doubt. But that's really all I want to say about that. The next one is Drampa. It is a normal dragon-type Pokemon, which I have unofficially dubbed Puff the Magic Hippie. Because if you see this thing, you will understand why. It looks full-on Puff the Magic Dragon, got a hold of some ganja, and just became hippie. That's exactly what it looks like. The hair, the design of the body where it's all chilled and relaxed. The hair looks like dreadlocks. It's got a bit of a beard. Even its eyes look like stoner glasses. That is exactly what it looks like. Just Puff the Magic Hippie. I love this thing. It's supposed to be like a grandpa dragon. So a lot of people are assuming that it's not going to get an evolutionary line. But it's going to be like Druddigon, where it's just a standalone end of itself. Which I could see this thing potentially getting an evolution, kind of like an Elder Dragon type thing going on. But it being normal dragon is pretty unique. I believe there isn't another normal dragon. So we don't have an ability, but I just want to see where this thing is going and it not just be some weird thing they threw out, because that would be potential wasted. The next is by far the creepiest looking one we've gotten so far. And it is Bruxish. It is a water psychic type Pokemon, and this thing is my definition of a mermaid. It looks amazing. Like, it's the weirdest and freakiest design, and it clearly looks female. Originally, I thought it was going to be a fairy type, but no, it turned out to be psychic. And this thing looks like a combination of, like I said, a mermaid. It looks pretty good until it gets closer, and then you realize those jagged teeth in its mouth, and it's trying to take a bite out of your arm. This thing, a lot of people are saying it's the Love Disc or Alamola of the region, which I can see why, because it does have heart-shaped parts on its body, so it could be just that version of this region. But it's too soon to tell. I'm assuming it's going to be a standalone, but seeing as how we are in a region surrounded by a lot of water, I can imagine a lot of water types coming along. So, who knows? It may just be a generic fish for the region, or it may be a fish of kind of somewhat use. And we move on to one of the most adorable Pokemon so far, Cutiefly. That is its actual name, Cutiefly. And it looks like it would be a bird of some sort, kind of like a hummingbird type thing going on. But apparently it's bug and fairy. So that threw me off completely. And this thing looks like it has a 2-stage evolution, or maybe a 1-stage evolution. They've done that before. But this thing looks like one of the ones where it starts off really weak, but then it gets somewhat good in its final evolution, or pretty good. So I can see something like that going on. So there's that. Then we move to the one everyone was expecting, the Pikachu clone of the region. And it is, I'm going to have to squint real quick, Togedemaru. This thing, when I first saw it, my first thought was they took Pachirisu, Ferrothorn, not Ferrothorn, but what was its pre-evolution? Ferroseed. They took Pachirisu, Ferroseed, and Dedenne, merged them all together, and that's what this is. Togedemaru. It is an electric and steel type Pikachu, like I said, a combination of Pachirisu, Ferroseed, and Dedenne merged into one, made fatter
and given spikes on its back. So it's kind of more like a hedgehog or a porcupine than it is a mouse, but it's obviously the Pikachu clone of the region. And I would like to see what they do with the electric and steel typing, because electric has been a theme this time around. So I'm assuming a lot of these are going to be on the first island, probably, except maybe Puff the Magic Hippie. But yeah, I'm going to see a lot of these being like first or maybe even second island Pokemon. We have Tapu Koko, which I'm assuming following up to the release of the game, we're going to get the following Guardians of the Islands as we go along. Assuming you don't subscribe to the idea of seeing as how Perfect Zygarde is going to be a part of this, that it's going to be Tapu Koko, the other one that we don't know, and then Yveltal and Xerneas in there as well. I can see them doing that, but at the same time, I would like 4 brand new Pokemon, and then them just come in later on. But they kind of get used to some of them. Like Charjabug, I'm assuming you wouldn't like, and then you see Vikavolt, you're just like, okay, I need a Charjabug. Or, what was the name of the bug from the last update? Because that is exactly what this looks like. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Cutiefly I'm interested in. Bruxish, at first I hated its design, but then it kind of grew on me after I kept looking at it over and over again. Tapu Koko looks amazing. Like I said, he looks like a Mega Man villain, and Electman was one of my favorites. So him somewhat being electric ties into that. Puff the Magic Hippie is just amazing. I want this thing. Vikavolt I want. Cutiefly I want. Puff the Magic Hippie I want. I mean, I'm going to catch all of them. Of course, it's Pokemon. You got to catch them all. But those are the ones I like the most. Tapu Koko, of course, is going to be amazing. Charjabug I'm going to get for Vikavolt, obviously. Togedemaru, he has to have an English name, because no one's going to remember that. People are going to have a hard time with Tapu Koko. But, oh God. I just now realized why Coco kept sounding familiar. That's the name of the weird bird plane from Foster's Home from Imaginary Friends. I am naming you Coco from now on. Oh, that is way too amusing for me. I have no idea why. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Of course, we got to see Zygarde 50% in the trailer as well. But then, same with 10%. Once he gets to low health, he becomes perfect Zygarde. So I'm assuming that's just going to be the gimmick for the entire evolutionary line. Just get him down to the red, and he gets there no matter what stage he's at. So, that's all I really have to say. I gave my thoughts. I gave my opinions. Like I said, check these things out. You can find them on Cerebi. You can find them on other people's channels. You can find them just... All you gotta do is just look up anything official Pokemon related, and you'll be able to see them right there. And I highly recommend that just so you can see what they look like yourself. But anyway, this is the Mad King Paradox signing off, and I will see you all next time there is a Pokemon update.